Aloha, my name is Maya and I'm the founder of Hawaii Fluid Art. Thank you for your interest in our wonderful brand. A lot of people want to know the story about how Hawaii Fluid Art started, and it actually started by accident. I was looking for a hobby because I had a very intense job. My past is in corporate banking and I was restructuring small to medium-sized businesses on the Big Island of Hawaii, and I needed a hobby. Well, I tried all sorts of art classes, from watercolors to acrylics to oils, and I was terrible at all of them. And I left those classes feeling bad about myself for not being good my first try. And I thought, there's got to be a better way. So I started playing with paints and waters, and one evening I watered down some paint and I poured it out on a paper plate, and I saw the way it flowed. And I started playing with that, with different paints flowing on a paper plate, and then I tried a canvas. And I started creating really beautiful things right out of the gate. And then I started posting them on Facebook, just showing my friends and family what it is that I had been creating. And to my surprise, people started buying my art. And soon after that, people started asking me to teach. So I started by accident from request. I started at art fairs and libraries and schools with a mobile unit where I would go out and I would help people with this new fun form of art where they felt really good about themselves the moment they tried. Soon the demand was so high that I opened an art studio in my 2-car detached garage. And this was during the height of COVID that this was happening. So everybody had to wear masks and gloves, etc. But in 6 months, I taught over 1,000 people out of my garage. At that point, my husband said, I think it's time for a retail location. And so the first Hawaii Fluid Art was actually born. On May 1st, 2021, I opened my first location on the Big Island of Hawaii at the Queens Marketplace. Soon after that, I was actually teaching at a very well-known high-end subdivision, and some of my students over the past 6 months were there that evening, and they said to me, and I'll never forget this, Maya, we've traveled the world. We've never seen anything like this, and we think that everybody deserves to experience Hawaii Fluid Art, and we think you should franchise. Now, to me at that point, franchising was fast food, McDonald's and Taco Bell and things like that. I had no idea that almost every business you see is a franchise entity. So I started looking into the hows and the whys of franchising. But at the same time, I realized that I needed a second location to compare to this Hawaii location. So right now, we fast forward to about October of 2021, and I opened my second location in Kansas City, Missouri, as opposite as you could possibly get from Hawaii. And that store was knocking it out of the park from day one. So now we're in, like I said, in October of 2021, and I had been researching franchising, et cetera, and I decided, you know what, I'm gonna do this. So I spent a year working on the infrastructure of the business. Everything from a group medical policy for all of our franchisees and their employees, to SOPs and manuals, et cetera. We launched Hawaii Fluid Art to the public May 1st, 2022, and it's been a wild and fun ride since that point. We now have about 200 units sold. We will have about 40 locations open by the end of 2023, and we've just launched in Canada, and in about 6 months, we're launching in the Asian market. So that is a big story in a short amount of time. And that is the story of Hawaii Fluid Art and where we are today.